Okay guys, we're going to look at level 3. What I want you to understand about level 3 is it's really no different from level 2 except for one thing. It doesn't ask you anything except for area and perimeter. So you've got to figure out what the question is. Does that make sense? So it's asking us to find the area and the perimeter of this funny star-shaped thing, but we can see with our eyes what it really is. What is this shape in the center here?
Square.
Square, and the formula for a square is?
Hi.
I was using something else. What was I using?
Side square.
Side square. And that's good because you know, it's just faster, that's all. So what's 5 times 5? 25. So that's a piece of cake, right? This thing's 25. No problem. Okay, now this, how long is this going to be?
5.
5. Is this also 5? Does that
Yeah.
make sense? Okay. And so this is a triangle, so what's the formula going to be for that? Triangles are base times height over 2. So this is going to be 5 times 5 divided by 2, right? So what we're going to get is 25 divided by 2. Now let me ask you, should I divide this? He says yes, he says no. Do we have 4 that are exactly the same here? So can I just multiply whatever this is by 4?
Yeah.
Okay. Pay attention here. Get that?
4.
Do you understand this? Yeah? So what's 25 times 2? 50. So that saves me all that headache of the decimals and all that business. Okay, that's the first time I've shown you that this year, but multiplying by fractions is so great in geometry, especially. It's not always so great in algebra, but it's great in geometry because it allows you to just get rid of all these things and not have to do a lot of math. Does anyone want to see that again?
Yeah.
Okay. So basically what we have is we have 4 triangles, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that equals 4 times the base times the height over 2. Is everybody getting that? So then this can be modeled as 4 over 1 times 5 times 5 over 2. Is everybody getting that? So what's 5 times 5? 25. So that equals 25 over 2. And now here we have 4 over 1. Everybody get that? Now I can multiply first, but I can also just reduce first. So what is 4 divided by 2? 2. So I cancel that out and I've got that. What's 2 times 25? 50. So that's 50. Now that would be for the 4 triangles, right? So we got the 4 triangles equaling 50, and what does the square equal? 25. What's 50 plus 25? 75 what? Unit square. Okay, another thing you can notice, isn't each of these really just half of a square?
Yeah.
Get that? So 2 of them make a square. 4 of them make 2 squares, right? So 4 of them would be 2 of this. What's 2 times 25? 50. 50 plus 25, 75. If your thought process is that alert, these problems are a snap. Okay, but that's why you have to know all these little fundamentals so you can start to put them together. And you have to put them together accurately. Okay, now we got to do the perimeter. The perimeter here might be a little hard. How long is this?
5.
5, right? Man, this?
5.
5 and this?
5.
5 and this?
5.
And it'd be nice if this was 5 too. Is it?
No.
It's not. But we have a right triangle, don't we? So Pythagorean Theorem is going to get us this. Is everybody looking on that? So it's 5 squared plus 5 squared equals whatever this is squared, right? So it's 5 squared plus 5 squared equals, we'll call it x. So what's 5 squared?
25.
25. So it's 25 plus 25 equals x squared. What's 25 plus 25? 50. So 50 equals x squared. If I want to know what x is, I take the square root. And we will... Okay, that always happens. But here's one of those things you should notice. If we did 25 plus 25, isn't that the same thing as 2 times 25? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so obviously a great factor would be this. Right? That's a lot smarter than 5 and 10. Do you see why it's smarter than doing 5 and 10? 25 is a perfect square. What's the square root of 25? 5. So we get 5 square root of 2. So this is 5 square root of 2. How long is this one? 5 square root of 2. 5 square root of 2. 5 square root of 2. So what we have is 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 squared root of 2 plus 5 squared root of 2 plus 5 squared root of 2 plus 5 squared root of 2. What's 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5?
15 or 20.
20. And then what's 5 squared root of 2 times 4?
20.
20 square root of 2. That's your perimeter. And you write it just like that because these terms do not combine. Is everybody with that? Okay. So it's 20 plus 20 square root of 2 units. Et voila, we've solved the problem. The beauty of these problems is that by the time we're doing trig, they'll seem old to us. We're already doing trig this early in the year. Excellent. Okay, here we go. This one. What is the central shape here? Equilateral triangle. And what do we call this thing? It's an isosceles trapezoid. It's an isosceles trapezoid. Does everybody get that? Mm-hmm. So it's always best to subdivide your figure because then you can get the parts. So let's do the equilateral triangle first. Tell me, you guys, what is the best area formula for the equilateral triangle?
S over 2 squared square root of 3.
Hoping that gets so old to you, you think it's easy. Okay. What is our S here?
8.
8. What's 8 divided by 2?
4.
4. What's 4 squared?
16.
So 16 square root of 3. Is that it for the triangle?
No.
Yes. Yes. Good. Okay. Now, this is 8. How long is this?
4.
4. Are these all 4 on the outside?
Yeah.
They're all 4. Okay. So is our perimeter going to be really easy?
Yes.
Our perimeter is just going to be adding up, right? Okay. So we've got our isosceles trapezoid. Base 1 would be 4. Base 2 would be 8. We've got to figure out the height. So we've got to figure out this. Does anybody have any perception here? Look at this piece here. Is this half of a little right triangle?
Oh, yeah.
See how that's 60 degrees and this is 90? So it's half of a right triangle. So this distance here, any guesses?
2.
2 is correct. Because see, it's half of that equilateral. If we can do that, then we can do the Pythagorean theorem for x. Do you guys see how this was figured out here? Because this is half of an equilateral triangle. So if it's half, then this gets divided by 2. See, because the rest of the equilateral triangle will be hidden over there. We don't need any of this business, but we need to figure out this height. Are you guys with me on this? Sweet. Okay, give me the Pythagorean theorem for x then.
2 squared.
2 squared plus,
4.
careful,
X.
x squared equals 4 squared. Okay, so 4 plus x squared equals 16. So x squared equals 12. And you can just look at the chart for the square root of 12. Just kidding. Okay.
6 over 6 square root of 6.
You're seeing 6 and 2, but we want a perfect square. So let's find a
3 and
perfect
4. 3 and 4.
3 and 4 is better. Why is 3 and 4 better?
Because 4 has a square.
Because 4 is a perfect square, right? So what is the square root of 4? 2. You guys notice every time we do something with equilateral triangles, you end up with a square root of 3?
Yeah.
It's always there every time, isn't it? Something to be aware of. Eventually, some of you will figure it out, and you'll realize that you can just spot solve these things. I spot solve them. I never did this work. Okay, I spot solve them, but I want you to figure it out because I don't want you cheating. I don't want you misapplying anything. So the height of this thing is 2 square root of 3, right? So we've got base 1. What was base 1 again? 4. And it's going to be base 1, which is 4 plus what's base 2? 8. So it's 4 plus 8 divided by 2, right? Times the height. What was the height here? The height, what we just saw. 2 square root of 3. Okay, so what's 4 plus 8, everybody? 12. 12 divided by 2? 6. 6 times 2? 12. So it is 12 square root of 3. So this is 12 square root of 3. This is 12 square root of 3. And this is 12 square root of 3. Is everybody getting that? Okay. So then when you add all of this up, that'll be the area. Does that make sense? So what's 12 plus 12 plus 12?
36.
36. 36 plus 16? 52
Square
square
units.
root of 3 units squared. Beautiful problem. Beautiful problem. I love that. And then, of course, the perimeter is just all of these 4s added up, right? 4 plus 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 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What's 9 times 4?
36
36. So it is 36
units.
units. Voila, level 3. Thank you.